3, 2, 1. So let's continue with this video. Uh, yeah.
Welcome back, guys. Subscribe.
All right.
Let's get it going.
We both have the same matchup, Utah Edmonton. Who are you going with?
I'm gonna go with Edmonton here, even though yeah, I'm gonna go with Edmonton here. I think it's an obvious pick here. The question for me with Edmonton is really also is always gonna be their goaltending, and I feel like this year they really have an open door to go to the finals, and it's all gonna be if they still have gas left in the tank. But I'm gonna go with Edmonton in 6 games.
All right. Same thing. But I'm going with Edmonton in 7 games. Like Utah, to me, they're good.
Wow.
Like, yeah, I think Utah is gonna surprise people and really like give it all. But yeah, at the end of the day, Edmonton is just gonna be too much. They're gonna have home advantage, and yeah, it's McDavid, Draisaitl, man. They're hungry. Like, imagine like how much like McDavid is hungry for that cup, right? And I've liked
Yeah,
some of
that's
the
true.
acquisition Edmonton made. Like, of course, I don't think, like Dickinson is a good defensive center, I guess, and also Connor Murphy on the third pair. So I liked some of the additions. I like the defensive system in the playoffs. It's worked. They've been there, done that. So I'm going with them. All right.
Hello.
What?
Sorry.
Yeah. Okay. So what's okay? We have different second rounds in the East. So Boston, Montreal. That's your matchup. Wow. Oh my God. Please give me that, man.
Yeah.
Oh, I want I would love that matchup. But all right, what's your prediction on that one?
Listen, man, I just think the way the Montreal Canadiens have been playing even to the season versus Boston, I'm gonna go with Montreal. Um, I'm gonna say this. I think it's gonna be a really good series if it happens. I think it's gonna be one of the best series.
Oh yeah.
But I'm gonna go with Montreal in six
Wow.
here,
I mean, I agree. I think if Montreal gets past Tampa Bay, they're gonna beat Boston.
or Buffalo, right?
Yeah, but I think Boston's
Yeah.
gonna win. So, but anyways, yeah, okay,
Okay.
interesting, interesting. I would love it to be true. So mine is Boston, Tampa Bay. I'm not even gonna, bro. It's Tampa Bay. Like they're just so much better. Like I don't think Swayman can steal 2 series in a row. He's gonna steal one against a less experienced team with less experienced goaltending. But Tampa Bay is gonna win this one in 6 games. This Tampa team is good. Um, so I think they're gonna be good enough to go to the conference final. And I'm not like I don't think they're gonna go all the way though. I don't think like I don't really like their defense on paper that much. It's mostly carried by the system. I think eventually they'll run out of gas. But yeah, anyway, what's your other second round? Oh,
So my
so
second
yeah,
one
we
is
have the same
Carolina
basically. Yeah,
Pittsburgh.
we have the same. Do you want me to
Carolina
start or?
Pittsburgh. Yeah, I'll go with you. I'll go with you.
All right. So Carolina, Pittsburgh, it's not even a question again. Like it's crazy. Like, the first round matchups are closer than the second round matchups. Like that tells you a lot about the format. But anyways, Carolina's gonna win this one, and I'm not like it's gonna be in 5 games. Like, bro,
Wow.
like I just feel like this is gonna. I don't know. I really love the Carolina team, and we know that team doesn't have trouble in first round, second round. It's in the conference finals that the problem starts. I love the team. I love like Brin Damo. Like might be an insane coach. Like honestly, like if Carolina had a little bit more high end talent, they could have been the Florida Panthers in recent years. It's just that's been missing. They're just not the Panthers, but they're still a great team. Like I said, they have I think like 7 or 8 20 goal scorers. Like it's actually kind of crazy. Um, I don't know. I think Pittsburgh like it's been a good run for them, but like eventually like they have Stuart Skinner in net. Like that's just not enough to make that much of a long run. They don't have the defensive system Carolina has, and like also like. If you compare the teams head to head, Carolina and Pittsburgh, I think Carolina's like won the matchups pretty easily. So I'm going with Carolina in 5. What about you?
Listen, a lot of people are gonna be really surprised, but I think I got Pittsburgh here.
What?
Even though, yeah, I know, it's gonna surprise a lot of people.
All right.
But I just,
It's the
I'm gonna tell
Stanley
you
Cup
why, man.
playoffs. Like everything can happen.
I know, and I think Carolina don't show up in the big moments, and I personally think that Crosby and this Pittsburgh team are gonna take another step, and I think they're gonna take matters in their own hand, and I'm gonna go with a hot take here. I'm gonna go with Pittsburgh, but I still gonna think it's gonna go to 7. Pittsburgh in 7.
Wow. I love the fact you're not scared to make that prediction. Just you gotta trust your
Yeah,
gut.
I know.
You gotta trust your gut
Yeah,
instinct. You know. So,
yeah.
anyways,
I'm just going with my gut.
yeah. So conference final for me, it's Colorado Edmonton. Oof, wow. I'm gonna go Colorado. Like we talked about this, it's back to back Stanley Cup Finals for Edmonton. How much juice do they have left? That's my big question. Like eventually, it's gonna catch up to them, and I like Edmonton a little bit less than like last year and even a year before. They've made a lot of changes to their lineup. They're a bit slower now in general. So I think just like Colorado has the better team. Like McKinnon is really close to McDavid for me, and the fact that the rest of the team of Colorado is much stronger now with the additions of like that's a crazy. The center depth they have is crazy, man. They have McKinnon, Nelson, Kadri, and Roy. So that's insane depth at center. Sorry, and also the wingers. I like them, man. Like Martin H is. So I just love the team. Mekar is good, obviously. I think like they're such a good team that they won't need much from their goaltenders, but they can still get a lot from them, in my opinion. Like I like Blackwood, I like Wedgwood. I know they've had their struggles, but they've also had great games. They're gonna be good enough to hold this like monster of a Colorado team, and I think they will. Colorado has juice and motivation, man. Like they didn't like completely kill everyone at the end in the regular season. They were a little bit slower, but I think it was also part of like just managing the energy a bit. So yeah. What about your conference final?
Minnesota, Edmonton. I think Edmonton has a clear edge here, even though like I still had a Minnesota in the conference final. It's not like your team. It's not a Colorado, so I'm gonna go with Edmonton here.
Oh yeah,
Um,
okay. I could
going
see
to
it happening. So you think they get it
going
done
to
with?
finals.
You think they get it done with Ingram and Jerry in the final to the final?
Yeah, I do think they're gonna
All right.
go to
Yeah.
the finals. I just think like the first two rounds for Edmonton is gonna be really an easy pathway. I think for them the big challenge is gonna be to a conference final, and I think that personally Minnesota's gonna upset Colorado, and I think versus Minnesota, I think Edmonton takes the edge here. But I think they're gonna beat them in six.
Yeah. I could see it happening. Like
So
Minnesota,
yeah, I
Edmonton
got
could be a
Edmonton back in
conference
the
final.
finals. Yeah, I got Edmonton back in the finals
Wow.
for three
Three
years in a
years
row,
in a
right?
row. Wow.
Yeah.
So Montreal, Pittsburgh. Who do you got?
Listen, man, this is gonna shock a lot of people, but
No, you're
I
not gonna
got
see Pittsburgh, bro.
no. Listen.
All right.
I got this. I know this might not happen because of Gary Badman, but I think there's gonna be a Canadian finals.
Yo, oh, give me
So I
that.
think
Oh, give me that. Give me that.
it's gonna be a Canadians finals after how many years? Like a lot of
Yo,
years. But what
I
after
mean,
there's gonna be a Canadian team that's gonna win the cup since
I think
1992.
honestly, like I think the last time there has been an all Canadian final was 1986, if I'm correct, when it was the Flames and the Habs. But I'm not sure. But wow, I mean, honestly, I would take this. I would take this bracket. I would just love an Edmonton Montreal final.
Yeah, I got Montreal winning the series in six.
You do? Wow.
No,
Wow.
no. Versus Pittsburgh.
Oh,
Versus
okay,
Pittsburgh.
yeah, yeah,
Versus
versus
Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh. Okay, okay, okay.
Yeah.
All right, so it's my turn. My turn. Yeah, for conference final, Tampa Bay, Carolina. I'm going with Carolina. Like you guys are saying, like I'm glazing Carolina, but like, bro, like Tampa Bay won't have any juice in the tank left. I think their kind of games they play, the fact that like their defense is a bit washed up. Like McDonough and Cernak are like really like old and maybe don't have as much energy or drive. While Carolina, it's all in for them. Like this is their chance, and I think I've seen someone say that the East, there's not really anyone to challenge Carolina, and I kind of agree. Like in a way, like the Panthers are not there anymore. The Hurricanes have been to back. No, sorry, they've been to a conference final 2023 and 2025. And the thing that stopped them every time was the Panthers. This time there's no Panthers. We're just gonna play the game, goes through the east through the east. The difference for me between the Panthers and the Lightning is just like personnel, like I said, I'm not a big fan of their defense. Like there's Charlie Doldas too in the lineup. Like I don't know, I'm just not a big fan. I think Carolina's gonna get it done, get to the final. So it's time to pick the Stanley Cup champion.
Yeah, man. Listen, I think this is gonna really be an interesting series of a Canadian
Oh my
finals.
god, Loki, that would
Um,
be so insane.
yeah, and I think Montreal is a little bit of a better team, but I do think the star power is Edmonton is way better. I still think Montreal is a very young team that's learning, especially Jakob Dobish. And I'm gonna go with McDavid. I think after the
Wow.
Canada loss, he's gonna really take matters in his
Oh, that
own
would be
hand.
heartbreaking.
And
Oh boy.
yeah, it's gonna be heartbreaking, but I'm gonna go unfortunately Edmonton Oilers in 6 games.
Wow, bro. Wow, that would be something. Like a Montreal Edmonton
Yeah.
final would be something. So you believe in Edmonton? You think that the Skinner trade at the end of the day is gonna pay off?
Yeah, I do think it's gonna pay off.
Yeah.
Even though I think they should have kept Skinner. I just think, man, like McDavid is gonna take matters in his own hand, and
He's
I
gonna be
feel like
hungry
the
for it.
teams
He's
that
gonna be hungry for it.
yeah,
All right. So how many goals in the finals do you think?
I think this is gonna be a very big. There's gonna be a lot of goals
Oh
in
yeah, I
this
could totally
series.
see it. Yeah, I totally see it.
I'm gonna go with hmm. Since it's going to Game 6, I'm gonna go with 56 goals.
Wow. All right.
Okay, let's hear it, man. What about your pick?
So my final is Carolina and Colorado. I think.
Colorado.
Yeah, yeah, it's
Wow,
Colorado,
this is gonna
Carolina.
be a good one.
So honestly, this is where Carolina their time ends. It's gonna be Colorado in 6 games. The reason why I think that's the case is because a little bit like the reason why they lost to the Panthers a lot in the conference final. They're just good, but not good enough. Like they don't have a McKinnon on their team. They don't have Kale McCarr on their team. Like like those high end guys, who can score like 100 points and more. That's gonna be the difference in this series. Both those teams can defend. Both those teams can score goals. But at the end of the day, like all the depth, it kind of it the the both teams have depth. So the difference at the end of the day is to the big guys. Aho is good. Svechnikov is good. I don't know, like Gustisberg, I think is their number one demon offensively. Those guys are good, but they're not McCarr and they're not McKinnon. So I'm gonna go with Colorado in 6 games. I think it's 2022 over again. Like I said, I love that they brought back Kadri. I always said that it's a big mistake that they didn't resign Kadri and sign Neshushkin instead. But now they have both. I think they're gonna go all the way, and it's gonna be 2022 all over again.
Yes, absolutely love it.
All right. Oh yeah, and also the number of goals scored. All right, so I think this goes to 6. Okay, I think there's gonna be maybe around. Gonna go 34.
Nice, nice, nice.
All right, so that completes it for the bracket challenge. Thank you a lot for
Yeah,
listening to
yeah.
this
Thank you.
video, and we'll see you guys soon.
Yeah, and leave your thoughts in the comments. We'd like to hear it.
Oh yeah, we would love it absolutely. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.